When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Oh, you and I, we got it. We don't need no can weather any storm. Before I sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon. Side by side and through. No limit to what we can do. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Oh, you and I, we got it. Oh, we don't need no straight cruising, headed for a bruising, watching out for number one. You gotta slow down and look around you, son. Today is just today and not tomorrow. Where you're going, you can rest your head. Where you're going, brightness looks big. Where you're going, truth cannot be hid. You gotta get going.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening,
Today's
good
gonna be
day.
a good day. Gonna be a good day. Today's gonna be a good day. Gonna be a good day. Get the negativity out of my face. I want positivity in my space. Today's gonna be a good day. Gonna be a good day. I hope you have a good day. Have a good day.
Hey, Jeff, how you doing today? Good afternoon, everybody. This is Jeremiah's JMan. I can't hear you. Oh, man.
How
what?
about now?
Oh, yes. Were you playing with me or were you really?
No, I hit the mute button. I didn't even realize it. It's one of those. Can we talk? Are we on Instagram too, by the way?
We're about to be.
Are we on the Insta? Oh, let me know when we go on the Insta. Because I have a problem.
Listen up, I got a story to tell. Name that song. Podcast.
Start way back in history with the record MC. That was Beastie Boys. Lonely beastie I be, all by myself with nobody. The sun beating down on my baseball hat. The beers are getting hotter. The beers are getting flatter. It's the Beastie Boys.
Okay.
Don't try to pull old school. Listen, let's talk about this. Could you move that camera out of my face, please?
Oh, wait.
That camera. Can you move
Oh,
it?
yeah, I see it. Hold on. I gotta trim it the other way.
Don't think you're gonna pull old school rap stuff on me. I think it's
All right.
funny because it's not even called old school rap now. It's called classic, and I'm like, oh God, how old am I? When it's not old school hip hop or old school rap, they
Yeah.
call it classic.
Wait, I got one. So if I have my big sunglasses, I put them on, but they're in the car. It starts out like this. I go to work just like a doctor, hands of a surgeon, and that's a factor. Go to work.
I know it. It's what's his name? Oh,
3 names. Mo is
It'll-
the
it'll-
middle.
it'll click. It'll click.
Okay. We'll come back to it. It'll click sometime. You'll be like, oh, I got it. What are we talking about today,
Are we on the
folks?
Instagram?
Yeah.
We talk about crappy customer service.
Oh, yeah, let's do that. I'm on the Insta. Billy and B-Tail says, happy Halloween, fellas. Let me invite. You're not watching yet, so I can't invite you.
I am.
Oh, there we are.
Request to join. Can I talk about poor customer service?
Yeah.
Because if you just saw the look on my face as we were doing this, that's called poor customer service. Where I understand you call, you have a problem, hey, I'm trying to do X, Y, and Z. Can you help me out? Absolutely, sir. Well, first thing is they're outsourcing and I can barely understand what the person's saying. So that's the first problem. And again, I'll deal with that. Just like speak a little slower. Let's just communicate a little better. So that was the first problem.
Yeah.
Second problem is you can tell that they're reading from a script. That's the second. And you absolutely 100%.
Right.
Okay, sir. So let me check with blah, blah, and goes through. And it's okay. We can't help this department. We can't help you, but let me transfer you to the department. Like, we can help you. I said, okay. And in order, I'm going to set up my computer in order to do that. Now, just transfer me. Well, no, sir. I have to set up. And they need to read through their script before they can just transfer me.
And
I'm like,
sometimes you can hear the
just
paper
transfer me.
flipping in their script
Yeah.
book. Hold on. Customer is angry, wants, and it's funny because I had clients that used to work for the local Verizon. Was it Verizon Wireless? I want to say, and it was funny because a couple of them worked in like customer retention, and if you were really pissed off and you said, "Can I speak to somebody else?" They go, "Sure," and then it would take the phone and they would hand it to their friend right next to them because you didn't say supervisor. You said someone else.
Somebody else.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that was literally what was going on my call. So if I look somewhat distracted, it's because I am distracted.
I would. Yeah, you didn't look like Joy.
No, because I'm Jeff. My name's not Joy.
Let's see.
But
I'm trying to
bum.
zoom-
No.
No. I'm
No?
trying to zoom back because you're like.
Oh, I can do that on mine.
Here we go. a little bit, and then
Oh, much better. First of all, my camera's all screwed where it is. Hold on. That's what's throwing it all off. My camera was in the wrong spot.
Oh, hello everybody on the Instagram. Welcome. This is Halloween. This is our Halloween
Episode.
episode. I have a hat. We
So
didn't
do
even
I.
plan it. We
No,
didn't
we
even
didn't.
plan it. That's excellent.
I think I'm
There.
I know. So I was just thinking, like,
Mm-hmm.
I always feel like Ricky Ricardo anytime I wear one of these hats. But this is our Halloween episode. So tricks and treats and tips.
Tricks and treats and smelly feets. No? You know what I want to talk about today? Here's what I have until you guys come up with something, because this is what we have to do. Since you guys like to sit and watch and not even help us out here, or you just throw us a little something every once in a while, like, why don't you guys talk about this? Try to stump us. But I would like to, if you guys are making New Year's resolutions, which I don't believe in, I think you should be resolute every day. What is the best way for people to discover their authentic selves, or to start to become who they truly are?
I don't think you ever really know who you truly are.
I know sometimes you need to know who you're not, and that's who you pretend to be.
Yeah,
Right
I
now?
agree with that. I think
On
it's
social.
it's more. Yeah, I don't think you ever really truly know who you are. I don't think that's a thing. I think you're a different person every single day. You're a different person every single night. You're a different person every time you wake up.
True colors shining through. Oh, Barrett Gaines, mediation. Woo-hoo! Yee! Let's go there,
What about
and then we're gonna come back to authenticity.
What about mediation?
Um,
What about mediation? Who's that mediation?
what's happening with the Insta glitch?
But it's the glitch.
I don't know what that means. You were glitching. But let's
I'm not glitching.
mediation. Barrett, comment again on what you mean by mediation. I'm thinking as the market changes and as we were in an extreme seller's market, what I want to say is that if you don't inspect what you expect, you won't get respect. So let me say it again. If you don't inspect what you expect, you won't get respect. RESPECT.
RESPCT. Find out what it means to me. RESPCT.
And so that comes back to like agents. If you want to complain about somebody else or a transaction, you have to do something about it, because if nothing changes, nothing changes. And if you want to make if you want to make the industry better, I'm going to start chewing gum. If you want to make the industry better, then do something about it. Before you were like, I can't. I'm going to see that seller's agent again on a transaction, and they're being mean to me now. Well, guess what they're doing now? They're kissing our feet. They're having brokers opens. They're begging people to come, because 6 months ago they were like, we need all of your offers in 17 seconds. You have to stand on 1 foot. We want one chicken with it, and turn around 3 times, and your firstborn, please. People are losing followers on Insta, being suspended for no reason. Huh.
Didn't hear about that. Did you hear about that?
No. Must be the circle she travels in.
It must be just people who just, get suspended, and now she's trying to find reasons. No glasses, but does that say meditation?
But does that say meditation? Oh, it did say meditation. I can't. You're right. I'm not gonna lie. Without my contacts, guys, I'm 20, whatever. I'm negative 575 on my contacts.
So, welcome to the Halloween train wreck called What to Say About Nothing.
Let's talk about meditation.
I don't want to talk about meditation. Let's talk about how JMan just walks away in the middle of a.
I didn't go. Sometimes I walk away because I have to pee during the countdown. And really, it's that I drink a lot of water, and it's like a nervous.
No,
peak.
you just walked away and we were live.
Did I?
Yeah, you just.
Are you sure?
I'm not sure about anything anymore, man. I'm really not.
All right, should we?
Have you seen my post? Have you?
Didn't you ask about being authentic? Yeah. So authenticity and meditation.
Well, I don't think that's how you originally started. I don't think you asked about how do you be authentic. I don't think that's how you started. Can we do a
No,
replay?
meditation could be okay. Wait, no. I see what I think. I got you, Barry. I know what you're saying now. And for those of you who don't know what's going on, when I look to that direction, my phone and an Instagram is over here. I'm not talking to imaginary people.
Yeah, mine's over here. So if you see me do that, that means I'm looking at the Instagram there.
Hey, Barry. I'm having a whole conversation with imaginary folks over here. But yeah, maybe
Are you in the Zoom?
meditation.
Are you in the Zoom, by the way?
I am in the Zoom, but there's nobody there.
Okay.
Yeah, I started it.
Everybody that just joins us here anyway. So
Yeah. But meditation would be a great way, mindfulness, if you will, to figure out who you really are. I
don't. But this is the thing. Who are
think
you
so.
really? Who are you really?
I think here's my thoughts on it.
Do you ever know who you are really?
I mean, we're going to get into a philosophical discussion about this because
We are.
Jeffrey is psych.
Psychotic person.
Well, no, I think because I was thinking about this with my kids the other day. Like I think who we are when we are children, and like that saying, like we're all meant to shine the way children do. Before we started school, we all had a personality which we had until our teacher said,
That's
Jeffrey,
Return to Love.
huh?
That's the poem Return to Love. From the book Return to Love, it's the poem.
Yeah, it's a poem.
We're all meant to shine. Yes, Return to Love is the name of the poem.
Yeah,
name of the
because
book that the poem's from.
when we shine bright, we unconsciously allow others to do the same. Yeah.
Yep.
And so I think, like you went to Catholic school with the nuns beat you up and stuff like that. Didn't you mention that
Yep.
before? I mean, not
Yep, that I did.
potentially. We don't want to go out, say anything on record, but what I will say is like same for me. When when I went to school, I was a kid with a lot of energy and like talking to my friends. And what was the first thing they do? Sit down, be quiet, do this, and they kind of try to beat it out of you with
They're bullies.
rules and regulations, and
They're bullies.
they try to fit you in a little square.
They're bullies.
Yes, I agree. Oh, hi, Melissa. We finally have somebody in the Zoom. And I think if you could go back, or if you could say to yourself, who am I if I had no restrictions, or if I didn't restrict myself with the normal things that society puts on us?
So this is a different question. Who would I be if I knew I could not fail? Is it totally different
Or-
than
Who would I be if I stopped caring about being accepted?
so? But this is the thing. It's okay. So we are going to get philosophical. We normally don't get this deep on these, and I'm actually kind of
I
enjoying
know.
this.
I know.
So,
this is like
to
your
me-
thoughts, my questions.
Questions? Yes. It's here. Peter gave me an idea for one. He's like, "Chef, you know my thoughts, my questions, getting around when other people give me ideas for it." So this is my thing. I don't believe you ever know who you are. I think you can be happy with who you are. I think you can be unhappy with who you are. You can be content with who you are. But I don't believe that you are. I don't believe you ever are. Yeah, this is me. Like I don't think it is. I don't think so. Because I think every single day, I think we froze on the other one, by the way. I think every single day we're adapting and we're changing.
Well, that's true, but I also think that
Are you frozen? Are we froze on the
no,
whatchamacallit?
IG.
Oh, my screen's frozen here. Not on IG, on wherever else we're streaming to, on Facebook, on the book face.
We're on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram.
Because my our
No,
thing here
I still
hasn't
got us.
changed. That's weird.
looking
What if
at
I
it in
click
the event.
refresh? Will it knock me off if I click refresh?
Yeah, don't do that.
Okay, I won't do that. But how do you know who you're supposed to be?
No, wait.
That's a deep
keyword.
question, man.
Keyword.
Supposed to.
How about you just be?
How do you know who you're meant to be?
Whatever I feel.
This is deep, man.
Yeah, man. I know. Whatever I feel like I want to do, my gut instinct. Do that. Not, okay, I want to do
But
this,
what if you-
but
what if you're
I
Dexter?
do this, huh?
But what if you're Dexter?
Then get professional help. You mean Dexter, like the serial killer guy from the show?
Yeah.
Okay, just want to be sure. I don't know many Dexters, so just wanted to be sure. Grab my cameras.
So who are you meant to be? Or who do you want to be? I think that's a better thing. Is who do you want to be? Not who you're supposed to be. Because I think you can have control over who you want to be and who you, oh no, wait. Who you're going to choose to be. I think that's it. Why are you looking at me like that?
I want to see where you're going with this. Keep going.
I think it is. I think it's who you choose to be. And I don't think we're live on any video, by the way. It's okay. We are live there. I think it is. I think it's who you choose to be. And I don't think we're live on any video. Sorry, I had to do that. So who do you choose to be? And who do you choose to be? You know, you just messed with me bad here, right? Did you do that on purpose?
Yeah.
Okay. So, if I go with the theory of life is a series of choices and that's all that life is, then it's who do you choose to be? And it's who do you choose to be? My thoughts, my questions with guest host Jeremiah's JMan Monero. It's who do you choose to be for yourself? But I think the problem is too many people choose to be themselves for other people.
Or the person that they believe the others want to see.
To be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think you can choose to be who you are for yourself, or you can choose yourself for other people, meaning what JMan said, it's what other people expect, it's what other people want you to see, it's what they expect you to be for them. Which is the right way.
I have an example.
Please.
So once upon a time, I was at a conference and I was getting ready to go out to a networking event. And I brought this fur coat with me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I brought this fur coat because you know why? I love it. It's different. And I like,
You used to be like, who was the football player that wore it?
Joe Namath.
Joe Namath.
Yeah. And so there was a split moment, and I'm sharing this from my heart, everybody. There was a split moment where I said, what will people say? Just to, right before I was like, I'm about to put it on, and then the next step is me heading out the door. And I said, man, who cares?
My question is, what won't they say?
That's good.
Don't get me all philosophically, because you know I hang with the best of them.
Yeah, no, and but seriously, because then it was in that where I just said, you know what, this is what I want to do because it brings me joy, and if other people like it, fine. If they want to talk shit about me, fine. They can call me what they want, but they won't call me forgettable.
But do you think so? Is the purpose of life joy?
Depends what you want your purpose to be. If it brings me part of quality of life is to have quality of life.
I don't know. I think your purpose. I think your purpose is for whatever you want your purpose to be. I don't think it is.
That's what I
Is or
just
isn't
said.
one thing or another. Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
Can we answer questions with questions always?
You could if you wanted to, couldn't you?
I would agree, wouldn't you?
That depends upon who's asking me, doesn't it?
That is the question, isn't it?
It could be, couldn't it?
It's a never
And ultimately-
ending circle.
And ultimately, what's important to you about that?
We're spinning down a philosophical.
How many people did we lose on that, by the way?
All of them.
I think we did.
No, there's 5 or 6 on Instagram. There's a couple on the Facebook.
My screen on this is a little messed up. I don't even know what's going on.
You look like you're gonna take over the world, like Pinky and the Brain.
Do I? Why do I look like trying to take over the world?
Whoa!
I'm going to, but why do I look that way?
Because your head is taking up most of the screen.
What do you expect?
You don't see it?
No, I can't. Oh, if I look on the Insta, not the Insta feed, the I don't know what I'm saying, man. I don't. It's been a day. It's been a day. How's everybody else's day going?
Mine's pretty good.
So
My
I wanna
favorite
get back
holiday.
to this. Is it? I'm not doing anything today. I have nothing to do. If anybody of my Staten Island friends are around and want to do something after I get home from work, let me know because
You can always go trick or treating, do some toilet papering, maybe throw some
Nah.
eggs.
Nah. No,
you ever-
the price of eggs these days? You out of your mind? Someone said the other day, the price of eggs is like $9.99 a dozen.
Did you ever toilet paper a house before?
No.
Me either.
Nope. Never toilet paper, never threw eggs, never got shaving cream. Never did any of that stuff.
No, me either.
No, we're professionals. Why would we do something like that? You shouldn't let your kids do it either. Anyway, so what are we talking about here, man? I don't even know what we're talking about.
I see your true colors.
So, no, but
shining through.
what you're saying actually is like, this is like right up my alley.
Well, here's where it came from. Part of not that I don't always talk about it, but I always talk about it. But I was listening to a podcast the other day, and they were talking about like, know, and trust and marketing. And they were saying one of the best things you can do is really be who you are all the time. Because if you put out a persona of what you want your client to identify with, then you're going to lose the like and you're going to lose the trust. They might know you and know this professional persona of who you put out there. Let's call them the mannequin of you. And when they get to know you in a transaction, it's not going to be the same person, and you lose the like. And you will also at the same time lose the trust, because then they realize that they were duped, like the Wizard of Oz kind of a scenario.
So under that circumstances, then I understand. I thought we were being way more philosophical than we were.
No, I'm very less philosophical than you, but I think when in that context and helping agents, yeah, in the marketing context of like we tell. Somebody's following me right now.
What's that look for? Oh, you got one of those too? So did I.
I got a phone call. Yeah. But in the marketing and the video and the social media sense,
Get any texts come across?
No, that was just a phone call.
Okay.
But in the marketing, social media, and video context, like as you create content and you attract people who are like you, it makes it easier to build rapport, and I think that's where agents struggle. They think if I really do put out what I enjoy doing, that I love 90s hip hop, that I love, all the things that I love, that somebody's not going to like it. There's a subsection of all of the people that aren't going to like me.
So, I mean, you have to do it within reason. Because, like, what is okay to put out there and what's not okay about there? Listen, I had this conversation with someone the other day. You have freedom of speech to say whatever you want, but you also have to deal with the consequences of what you say and the consequences of what you post.
Yeah.
That's why always, for me, for social has always been, no religion, no politics.
No
Those are the
religion, no
two
politics, no immunization status, no mask talk.
Those have added, yes.
Yeah.
So, but it's always been, they were the bar rules. No religion, no politics. And why do they say no religion, no politics in bars? Because they cause fights. And, if you feel so strongly about your religion, your politics, your mask mandate, your vax, whatever it happens to be, understand that 50% of the people, at least 50% of the people, are going to be turned off by it. And it's more like 75% of the people. Because even people who believe the same thing that you believe, are going to be like, why is this person doing this online? So,
Right.
like, posting that 80s, 80s hip hop, 90s, 80s rap, 90s hip hop, because the 80s would be rap. I had to make sure I got it right. Like, I think that's fine. Like, because some people are like, all right, that's what he listens to. Now, there's a difference. If you're posting the old gangster rap where every other word was inappropriate to be using, then I would say you might want to back off on that. Like, same thing, you're into heavy metal, great. I probably wouldn't be posting the death metal stuff. Just because remember, you're ultimately a business. You are ultimately a business.
Right. A public
and
figure.
looking at this, that's not moving there.
Yeah, no, I agree. You're a public figure. And there's a filter of sorts where you still want to keep it, but you could still, what's the word I'm looking for? Filter it. Let's say like, remember when they used to have the tapes and then there was tapes that were like explicit lyrics, like you had to get permission to, like you had to get your parents to buy the tapes for you, which seems weird that they don't really have that anymore. But, so I try to filter the content.
When was the last time you bought a tape is the first question.
Well, but I mean, like my kid could hop on iTunes and buy something with explicit lyrics and not have an issue with it. But if I'm choosing audio for like a reel that I'm going to make or that I'm adding to my story, I'll play the section. And if it's one that I know that there's no issues, but if there's hip hop, I'm going to play out the entire 15-second clip or 30-second clip. And then I might then take it and slide it over when there's an F-bomb or something that's dramatically inappropriate, because I'm still getting the point across and people can still identify with the song without having to shock the world and cause it.
I agree with you.
Right? I mean,
and again, it goes back to, the shock factor, just a shock.
Right.
That, to me, that's never a good thing to do.
Yeah, ask Kanye.
Yeah. Kanye.
You think he's gonna?
It's Kanye.
I think he's gonna come out with his own sneakers now.
Maybe he did that just to come out with his own sneakers.
Somebody said he already 3D printed a boot.
It's only a 3D printer. I mean, you buy a 3D printer for like $300, and anybody could 3D print a boot. I'm not impressed they 3D printed a boot.
Well, I mean, it's probably the cost the same as the Yeezys that you're paying all these money for.
So I'm trying to look.
Huh?
Billy's eating M&Ms, enjoying the show. No, I'm trying to look and see who that's on here. So anybody have any questions or anything for us for a topic that me and him we just went philosophical on something that we didn't need to be philosophical on for?
I thought I brought it back nicely. I think I'll reuse that.
I think you did. I think you brought it back somewhat. I think you did. I don't know how well, but you did.
Yeah, pretty damn good. I recorded a podcast this morning with these guys, and it was a 15-minute podcast. Might be something to that.
With who?
It's called Stay Paid Podcast.
No, I say like how long we go for? What do we go for, an hour? Most of the times, sometimes.
Yeah, it was called Reminder Media is the company, but it's the Stay Paid Podcast.
Sherry good old good Sherry's watching on the Facebook.
Sherry.
So where's everybody's from? Write in the chat where you're from, just so I can have a clue here.
Do you know
So,
that for the 5th time in 2 weeks, somebody has told me that I look like a young Jerry Lewis? What do you guys think?
Maybe.
I watched a young video of him, and it looks like I could be his. And like, he's not historically speaking somebody that I would think of as super cool, but he was an entertainer. And when you look at his younger stuff, we do look like we could be brothers.
Yeah, like you could play him in like a TV show or something if they weren't looking for like a dead-on casting of it. Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah. I mean, we all want to be Fonzie, but Jerry Lewis is okay.
I never really wanted to be Fonzie.
What do you mean? You're not. Who did you want to be on the show? You wanted to be
I don't
Richie
think I wanted to really be
Cunningham?
anybody on that show. No,
Richie
why do you-
Cunningham?
I'd like to be Richie Cunningham now out of all those people. That's who you want.
Yeah, he's doing all right.
Did I ever tell you the story about when I met him?
Of course.
Tell the story real short. I knew he looked familiar. It's my friend Brian introduced me to him, and I'm looking at him like, oh, he looks so familiar. So you look very familiar. I can't place it. He goes, yeah, I'm a little famous, and I'm like, oh, Richie Cunningham, and he goes, yeah, and turned around and walked away.
He was like, "Dick move. That's the worst thing I
then-
ever want to be."
And then
recognized
someone
for in
said,
my whole
someone
life."
said to me, at least you didn't call him Opie. And I'm like, oh yeah, he's a big time producer now. So I went back over and I apologized. I'm like, it's the first thing that popped out. I said, honestly, I remember from Arrested Development. He goes, I just did voiceovers in that. And I'm like, oh, oops. He's the narrator.
So,
of Arrested
so
Development.
basically, you were like taking the shovel and just going, "Yep, going
Yeah, that's
deeper,
about it.
going deeper." I forgot he was
Oops.
since he was Opie on an Andy Griffith show, then Richie Cunningham, and then now he's like big time director and
Director, producer. Upper West Side. People see where everybody's from.
see UWS, Upper West Side.
The only people who know that are New Yorkers.
In the city.
Yes, New York. Are you a New Yorker if you don't live in the city? Come on, man.
If you say I'm going to the Manhattan, how would somebody say it not from?
I don't know, because when you're in New York, you say I'm going to the city.
I'll be in the city, or I'll be out on Long Island.
Island. In the city, on Long Island, on the Upper West Side, in the Village. We use in and ons depending upon where it is. It's a weird thing how we do that. Very, very, very strange.
Okay.
It's
Fort
no in the
Lauderdale
market.
the house.
So what else are we talking about, man? I don't feel like we really talked about anything today.
Well, I'm gonna scare my neighborhood kids on Halloween this evening.
I'm
Got another call.
You have another call?
Had one.
Yeah, I just got a text. I just got a text message. Like, people don't realize. I think that's why they do it. You get a call, you get a text message. See how that works? We are frozen in the weirdest way on my screen for the interview thing. What are you doing? So what does everybody want to hear? What does everybody want us to talk about? It is much to say about nothing. And JMan got deep in the beginning, and then I don't know what happened.
I was trying to bring it back to less.
Less deep. Less my thoughts and my questions. More much to say about nothing.
More shallow. Down in the deep end. Have you seen Stars Born?
No. I heard it's really, really, really good.
You would like it. You should watch it.
No, I'm not going to watch it. I'm not into movies lately.
Here's why I like it. Besides, it's a good movie, and I think it's the third remake that they did, but it's a perfect example of two people who some popular opinion might be that they were successful. Okay, you got Lady Gaga, and you got what's the other guy? Bradley Cooper.
Yeah.
I mean, I know him as Brad. You know, like B.
Brad.
Bradley. But okay, so she always wanted to act, but was scared to. And he always wanted to sing, but was scared to. And in this movie, they both did it and did it well. He took voice lessons. He learned how to play an instrument, and then she rushed it.
Do you know? Well, have you ever seen that video online of her singing the song for the very first time in the run through in the reading? So they're sitting down in the reading, and she wasn't supposed to sing the song. They were just doing the script, and she bust out into the song, and everybody was like, "Holy crap, we picked the right person."
The shallow one.
Yeah.
So there's a similar video for "This Is Me" in The Greatest Showman. Have you seen The Greatest Showman?
No. Why is Brad Feldman calling me? Hi, Brad. Brad's one of our managers. He can wait. I know why Brad's calling me right now.
So I'll send it to you after.
What happened to this much to say about nothing? I don't believe this really is much to say about nothing. Did you know, ready for this one? What was her first, because before Lady Gaga was a singer, she wanted to be an actress. What was her first big break? It was a TV show.
TV show?
Anybody?
Really?
Yep, TV show. Yep.
Maybe we should do trivia on this. Get some more engagement.
Now, it's funny, now the Instagram's locked up. You're locked up on Instagram. That's weird.
Sorry, I answered.
What'd you do? You pressed something.
I answered a text.
What'd you say?
Answered.
What do you think it was? Was it Brad texting you? Was Brad calling you by any chance? Because he was calling me.
He doesn't call me. No, actually, he did call me once because he wanted no video equipment, and I sent him a list, and then he didn't even reply. Maybe Mimecast filtered it because it had so many links.
It could be. So what was her first? Anybody know? Anybody know? Anybody in the chat? Anybody in the chat?
Give me a hint.
Showtime. I think it was on Showtime. It was a cable show that they said had the worst ending
Lost.
of a series ever.
Lost?
Or one of the worst endings. Nope.
Okay, that's all I got.
The last scene, it just faded to black and played a song. Can't give any more than that.
Friends?
No. Sopranos. Her first acting gig, she was in Sopranos.
Really?
Yep.
That's something I could go back and watch. Billy Guest American Horror Story. Let me see if there's something called a random topic generator on Google.
What's going on here? I don't know. We have 15 minutes to just do it. So I don't know.
Random
I don't know.
topic generator.
Generator, Google.
Oh, yeah, this is right. Random topic generator and conversation starters. Okay, now we got some fun. Finally. Let's see. Oh, what's the worst piece of advice you've ever gotten? The worst piece of advice you've ever gotten was what?
Nothing is simple.
Worst piece. Okay.
Nothing is simple. You can ask me why?
Yeah, why?
Because everything is.
Mine is, you can't do it, kid.
Did they really say kid there? Because you sound like, what's his name from Rocky?
Definitely did. That's what. You can't do it would have been one thing, but then the kid was like a twist.
Knife.
Yeah. Like you stabbed me, which was okay, but then you went, kid.
Well, is that a bit of advice you were given? You can't do it isn't a bit of advice.
Yeah. He said, here's the advice. You can't do it, kid.
Wow.
And I go,
That's not nice. No, that's.
Thank you so much. No, really.
Tell me I can't do something and watch how quickly I was just going to. Watch how quickly I can do it. I was just going to drop a bomb that I'm not going to drop. Yeah. What's the next one?
Another one. Would you advise someone to attend a university now that you've completed your education? Oh, good. Go ahead. You go first, doctor.
Yes, for the experience. For the experience, not for the education. For the experience.
I would
If
say
they were going to go to away to school, I would say yes for the experience. I didn't go away to school. I wish I would have.
I would say no.
No, they shouldn't go.
I think what school teaches you these days is to be an employee rather than like some people are meant to run companies or be entrepreneurs or they train. Yeah. But then what they teach you is like, this is how you do it at a job. This is how you follow the rules. This is how you do what everybody else tells you to do. When there's some people that aren't meant to do that, and it takes years of them trying to fit the mold, and it just doesn't work. I think in the time,
You know what? I agree with you.
Hold on, guys. Everybody, write that down in your calendar.
No, I agree with you on that aspect. That's why I said, for me, it is you should do it for the experience of it, not for the education of it. It should be like that away from home, making new friends, finding yourself, realizing who you are as, becoming an adult. I think that, yeah.
I mean, when I was 19, I moved to New York while my friends were still finishing off their 3rd and 4th years of college. And the experience that I had, life experience that I had from 19 to 21 while they were still going to classes and going to keggers was like exponentially advanced me in the business world because I had to get this experience. I had to go on and either make it or break it, right? Like you said, going away is what did it. I think if I would have stayed at home, it would have been a different experience because I would have had my parents to bail if there was an right? But being in living in Jackson Heights and having my car broken into for the 3rd time in 3 weeks, where I had to make a sign on my car that said, "The car is open. Stop breaking my trunk lock." It was a hat. They used to take the screwdriver and they jack your like. I had like a hatchback, a Hyundai with a hatchback and like nothing, no power, anything, and they kept jacking my trunk lock, and I had to keep getting it fixed with nothing in there to steal.
So, I have Brad emailing me, asking me about last year's business plan clinic, and I also have someone else emailing me. And this is, sometimes you just get tired, man. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. That's my let me look on here because let's see here. Hold on a second.
I shaved today.
Did you? Good for you.
Every 4 days or so. I'm gonna be a big kid soon.
David Alves? Who's David Alves?
Davi.
Do we know Davi Alves? Do we know Davi Alves? How are you, Davi? I like just random people. Matt Colmer. How are you, Matt?
Dulce vida.
And tell us where you're from, everybody, because I don't know some of these names. 1111 Dulce Vida 1111. So yeah, I agree with you with the whole school. 11 is it 11 5th?
Huh?
No, 111. That is 111.
It's 11.
Maybe it's 111 5th Avenue. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
Dulce Vita. Where are you from? Let us know, please.
I think
Diva,
like
Diva.
when my kids want to go to school, it's like figure out what you want to do. And I do believe that you could almost get a better education from YouTube because it's so much more relevant to what's happening right now.
So this is the thing. Do you know most big colleges now have a lot of their material on Open Ed, or it's Open Ed X. I don't know, Open Ed X the platform or Open Ed is the platform. We can go to Harvard, you can go to Columbia, you can do take their classes online for free. They put up entire courses up there. So I do believe that. But I think depending upon what you do, what you want to do when you grow up, really depends upon if you need that degree or not. Because listen, do I need the degrees that I have? No. But the information that I got obtaining those degrees is a totally different story.
But could you have obtained that information someplace else on your own?
At the time, probably not.
You would have been less likely to, unless, only if you were forced to.
Yeah.
Hey, we got
Yeah, but now
reactions.
now it literally is, I literally sit there when I literally listen. I got this thing from Audible where, Audible rates you on how good you are on Audible, like how many hours you listen to. And I listen to Audible tapes now, Audible stuff constantly.
I
Constantly.
said tapes.
I know. I said that yesterday to someone too.
8 tracks.
See, the good thing about driving around is listening to books on tape. And I got a weird look. And I'm like, all right, Audible. I messed up.
Well, I think in this, what up, fam? In this day and age, no clue who that is. Let us know who you are because.
Pierre.
Oh, it's
So
Pierre.
what,
How come
fam?
it says Facebook user?
That's what it was doing to me yesterday. Because watch this. I'm going to type there and see what it says.
So weird.
I just type hi. What does it say on your Facebook? What does it say?
Cassettes. Hi, Facebook user.
The hi is me.
Oh,
You have to have some weird setting.
Well,
you
they
have to have some
changed
weird
it.
setting,
They
yeah.
changed it again. The tentative. Last week, when I did my 18 Friday, I couldn't even schedule the event. It said I didn't have permission to or something, and then I had to. I'm like,
That's
this
weird.
thing keeps changing. The new Pages experience is not. I like the event.
So I have a question. So if I leave the office, should I go down and walk down to the Village Parade?
Huh?
Should I walk down to the Village Parade?
Yeah, why not?
No, I'm not on my mind.
Let's see what else. What is? Nope.
Only got a couple more minutes. No other topics anyone has? Built to try 111. How come no one ever tells us where they're from? I ask where the people are from, and no one ever says it.
Oh no, I don't know. That would be. What is your least favorite food, and why?
I don't have a least favorite food. I don't eat liver.
I don't like Brussels sprouts. Gross.
I can go. It depends upon how they're done.
They smell like
was-
gym socks.
I was just going to say something, but then I stopped myself.
Yep, that too.
No, I wasn't saying. I was something about. Never mind. Something about Brussels sprouts. South Haven, Mississippi. Danny
Oh,
Young.
South Haven. Yeah, I know where that is. Northwest.
But I don't know how mushrooms. Oh, just mushrooms. Oh, you don't like mushrooms?
I mean, they're really a useless.
No, they're not. I've learned so much about mushrooms lately.
Hey, Dana.
That's all I was saying.
Oh, we got somebody coming in from Knoxville. Oh, that's Pierre's in Knoxville.
Yeah.
I was going to go to Knoxville, Pierre, with you. However, I had to make a choice. This is a good one. This is my favorite holiday and my kid's favorite holiday, and I wasn't going to miss it for an income-producing activity because I would have to leave late tonight.
Good
And
for
I
you.
wasn't going to flight late enough for me to get there tomorrow because then I have to be in Indianapolis tomorrow evening for something on Wednesday. Knoxville.
Oh, now we're back. Moving on. This one. That's weird.
But Pierre's going to bring the thunder. What is your favorite piece of technology that you own? That's easy. What book have had the biggest effect on the modern world now? How many apps do you have on your phone?
Oh God, way too many. I need to ask you to delete a bunch of them.
I think the last time I synced my phone, I had 418.
Yeah, it just I need to delete a whole load of them.
It was so funny.
Listen,
because
I think. Hey, I have a question. So I get a question. I'm totally changing
I have
topics
an
here.
answer. Yeah.
So for those of you actually listening to this, and if you listen to, I know no one ever gives us suggestions for this, but me and JMan do other podcasts and other videos. It's like JMan does his, A-Team Fridays. I do my little bunch to say about nothings. Like, what's the topic? Like, give us something. You don't even want to give us a topic for this. Give us a topic for one of the other ones. Because what did you just say? Because it just gave me a great idea for a topic.
How many apps?
What? And after that, what'd you say?
Favorite piece of technology?
No, no, that was before that. You said how many apps, and then you said something about deleting the apps.
You did. I said I got 418.
I said something about deleting the apps.
Yeah, you got to delete some. Well, I think we all do because there's some we don't use. But when I went to Best Buy, I always get my phones at Best Buy because I like the service.
You know that's a
there
metaphor on life, right?
for people and friends. Okay, I like that.
Yeah,
But
I know you would. I know you would. That's why I put it out there.
that's great. But I was going to tell you that. So and this is where like not listening to your prospect. I want to tie this into a real life scenario. I go to Best Buy. I get a new phone. He's like, "Oh yeah, we can sync it from your Samsung to your iPhone. No problem. It should probably take like 45 minutes." I go, "No, I do a lot of video, and I have a lot of apps." "Oh no problem. It'll be 45 minutes." He hooks up my phone to the new phone.
Nope.
And he goes, "I'm sorry, sir. We're not gonna be able to do this." And I'm like,
17 and a half hours.
23.5. He's like, this is going to take 23 and a half hours. And I'm like, what happened to 45 minutes?
So I did the same thing when I went from my old flip to the new flip. When I went, before I lost that one actually went in the thing.
The thing?
You have Samsung, you have unlimited apps? No, you don't. Who's saying that? That's Pia.
Gotta be
I have a
Pia.
Samsung too. We don't have unlimited apps. He's making stuff up now.
He's got some.
We don't have unlimited apps. And if we do, tell me. How?
He's like, please tell me how so I can just download.
Because I get notices
more.
all the time. I'm running out of space. I have 2 terabytes in the cloud, and I'm almost running out of space from a backup from my phone. Oh, I do. Pia, come on. Tell me how it's done.
Yeah,
Brother,
sure.
come on. What's going on?
We don't have that
So,
problem with iPhone.
I don't even know what I was saying. I don't remember what I was saying.
Well,
was I
it's
saying
3
before you
o'clock,
said that?
folks.
What was I saying before you said that?
When you got your new phone and you switched new phone before the old phone and you lost your phone in the thing.
And thinking the guy in the place?
Yeah.
Something's wrong with my computer. I was trying to fix it. Yeah, I did mine. Well, I did from transfer from one to the other, with the wire. Well, first I tried doing it wireless, and it was like 17 and a half hours. And then I tried to do it plugged in together, wire to wire. And it said like 11 and a half hours. But my battery strength was less than that. So I'm like, shit, what do I do? It's plugged in, so I can't plug it into. It was just a mess.
Cool story,
wise.
bro. I'm tired. All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in and suffering along with us. What we're going to do is collect topics throughout the week. I think that maybe we set up some kind of landing page for anonymous topic suggestion. That would be good.
No.
Something. We got to think of something.
Nothing anonymous. Nothing anonymous.
All right. Well, here's what I'm going to say.
Today's gonna be a good day. Gonna be a good day. Today's gonna be a good day. Gonna be a good day. Get the negativity out of my face. I want positivity in my space.